K-pop songs for the summer. Hey guys, today I have a bit of a different video. Given that we're in July and it's been officially summer for a few weeks, I wanted to do my first ever list video. Clearly, if you read the title, it's summer themed. I personally love summer concepts and songs because they're usually super fun and bright. However, not all the songs on this list fit into that. So to get started, the list will be divided by soloists and groups, and then by artist, and then by album. To try to make this easier for me, I tried to limit the amount of songs per album, but you'll see I didn't really succeed in that. Anyways, without further ado, let's start the list off with section 1, soloists. So for this category, we have one main artist, and then some special guests, so to speak. So kicking us off is Chung. In alphabetical order, we have Algorithm, Bother Me, Creepin, Love You, Roller Coaster, and Sparklin'. In her case, I'll give my brief thoughts on the songs since they're all from separate albums. Algorithm is a cute little bop. While I feel the word has sort of become a bit overused in music and media, the song makes up for it. Every time I hear it, it gets stuck in my head. And the second You Got Me, when she sings higher, tickles my brain in a way I just can't explain. And the last bit with the sort of stuttering beat is just perfect. Bother Me is pure perfection to me. Truly one of my favorites in her discography. You really can't help but move to this song. And her vocals, oh my god. Between the layering and the high note, I was found dead. Creepin is a more recent song being off her newest album, Alivio. Written in part by my girl Twee, it has her signature R&B type of sound. To me, this song feels like summer heat, but in a romance type of way. I don't know how to explain it. Love You is just your quintessential summer song. From the instrumentation to the general feel, it's just all around summer in a bottle. I can just imagine myself at the beach playing volleyball in the morning with that special someone. And that's saying a lot, because I hate the beach. But maybe Chung can make me love it. Roller Coaster is a very similar feeling to Love You. This also feels like a hot summer day filled with fun in the sun. However, this time at like an amusement park. I don't know if it's because of the song title that's giving me this imagery, but I love it. Think sipping on a cold Coke or a nice melting popsicle, you know? Lastly, we have Sparkling. I was debating whether or not to include it because to me it teeters on spring and summer. Because of that, I feel like I could include it as the first song of summer. However, it could also be viewed as like the first day of spring, but shh. I'm choosing to interpret this Sparkling like sweat and heat and sort of that joy that summer is finally here. At least for the vibes, not necessarily lyrically. And that high note, I mean, come on! Now, for the last two songs in this category, I'll be a little more brief. The first one is Easy Dance by Hoi featuring Eunbi. I know, oh man! At first I tried to really dislike this song, but I just can't ignore the fact that Hoi's voice is amazing, and so is Eunbi's. Again, it could be the video, but I'm picturing a summer party that goes from day to night. Lots of dancing, maybe even a pool party. Just overall good summer vibes. Lastly, we have Pop by Nayeon. I feel like I don't have to say much about this song. It fits that bubblegum pop, really happy type of song that I at least think of when I think of summer. That joy that summer is finally here. And just, I don't know, the colors, the blue and yellow, it's just all so great. Now let's move on to the bulk of the video. I'm dropping the alphabetical song order because I'd kill myself. Groups. Starting things off with Aespa, we got 4 songs. Bahama, Better Things, Spicy, and Thirsty. To me, Bahama and Better Things give the same type of energy. Just straight up island summer. Spicy to me sort of feels like that transition on the last day of school before summer. But that might be the video influencing me. And Thirsty, again, based on the title, produces imagery of heat, of like water or drinks. Even though I know that's not the thirsty they're talking about, the vibe of the song still fits though. Next up, we have BBGIRLS / Brave Girls. I obviously had to include the Summer Queens. I mean, Rollin needs no introduction. It's an amazing song that truly embodies summer to me. Speaking of embodying summer, we have their entire Summer Queen EP. All of the songs focus on different aspects of summer to me, from happiness to summer love to even spending summer by yourself. Sonically, I love this album for how diverse it is and just the quality of the songs overall. And as for BBGIRLS, we have Lemonade, a B-side off of their re-debut single. Just like Thirsty, this produces images of a specific drink, but most importantly to me, it gives off sort of beachy, summery chill vibes. Next up is From Is9's Supersonic single. This single is literally targeted at summer. From the sound to the lyrical content, this to me just feels very summer. I also streamed the heck out of this during the end of summer when it was released. Truly, disbandment song of the century, except it wasn't. I know they released a new mini album and I'm planning on doing a video on it when I listen to it, so keep an eye out for that. I also know they have other songs that fit this criteria, but I already had a very long list by the time I added this. Now we have GFRIEND. We have 3 songs: Flower, Korean version, Summer Rain, and Sunny Summer. For Flower, it's mainly a rhythm and beat type of thing. The genre really just makes me think of cleaning the house in the summer. If you're Hispanic, you understand. It's a great song. I specified the Korean version since I don't think I've ever heard the Japanese one, so there's that. So the next 2 songs literally have summer in the title, so there really isn't much to say. For Summer Rain, it's like that feeling of longing for better weather when it's a hot rainy day. And for Sunny Summer, it's quite literally the opposite. It's like a beautiful day and you're with your friends and you're just chilling, relaxing, just doing whatever you want. Again, vibe-wise. I don't know about the lyrics. I haven't heard the full Sunny Summer EP, so I'm sure the rest of the songs could fit in here, but since I haven't heard them, I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I have. Taking it back to 2nd gen for a beat, I couldn't just not include my girls. Generation. We have 2 songs, Party and Summer Night. Party is a little bittersweet to me since it doesn't have Jessica, but I'll leave that aside. As a song, again, it just echoes and emits that feeling of being on the beach and just having so much fun. It also helps that the song is great. It also gets stuck in my head every single time I hear it. The other song, again, literally has summer in the title, so there's not much to be said. The way the song opens with that can opening sound effect, oh my god, it's so satisfying. This one is literally giving you that imagery of opening a drink and having a little bevy, you know? Because of the title, I obviously imagine this being at night, so to me this is more of like hanging out with your friends, maybe at like a house or park or somewhere else, and you're just in like shorts and a tank top and it's kind of sweaty, kind of hot at night, but you have a nice cold drink and a good conversation going. ITZY! The queens of being incapable of being shy. All jokes aside, the entire Not Shy album to me just feels like summer. Granted, it could be nostalgia to my first summer out of high school, just listening to this album on repeat while I drove around. But all the songs just give me that good feeling of summer. Kinda like if it were the theme of this video. The other song is None of My Business off their Kill My Doubt album. That one also just feels really summery to me. But it could also be the imagery in the video. I don't know, I'm very suggestible. Next up, we have my queens, Red Velvet. For them, we got Power Up, Blue Lemonade, Sunny Side Up, and Umpah Umpah. For half of these, it's truly a combination of the song and the music video. For the Power Up video, it's kind of just like drinks and it's vaguely summery. For Umpah Umpah though, they're literally going to stay at like a cabin or something, I think, for summer, and there's literally like water and all these sorts of things, like it's giving real vacation energy. So I can really imagine this one playing on like a road trip or while you're just hanging out at like an Airbnb with your friends. And now, for the biggest chunk on this list, it's Twice. And I'm not even including all of them. For this video, I included the entirety of their Taste of Love album and the majority of their Dive album. Originally, I wasn't going to count Japanese releases, but this album was part of the inspiration for the video, so I couldn't not do it. The only songs I didn't include were Dance Again, because it feels and I believe technically is a holiday release, and Echoes of Heart because it didn't really spark that summer feeling in me. I won't go song by song because again, we'd be here all day, but to me this album feels like an island adventure. Scuba diving, swimming, you know, just being below the water, having drinks with some friends, overall a great summer vibe. As for Taste of Love, I mean come on now, Alcohol Free is that girl, and the rest of the songs aren't far behind in quality. Like Not Shy, I have very good memories attached to this album, just me driving around the summer I graduated from high school. I'm also so grateful in a way that the car I had at the time didn't have an aux, cause I could actually enjoy Cry For Me English version whenever I wanted. And last, but certainly not least, my shelved queens, my basement dwellers, WJSN. For them, we have Boogie Up, Oh My Summer, and Last Sequence. There are definitely more, but again, this is supposed to be quick. As for Boogie Up and Oh My Summer, they embody that nostalgic feeling of summer for me. Like what I hoped my summer as a teen would be like when I was growing up, but not as cringy as you'd think. These to me really feel like the 2010s in the best way. Something I would for sure hear on the radio during the summer. Last Sequence is much more mature and grown by comparison. Its sound lures you in, kind of like a siren's call. This is one of, if not my favorite release of theirs. I hate to say it, but so far it's also giving disbandment song of the century. Starship, let my girls release something, please! But yeah, that leads us to the end of this video. Sorry if this list feels too bulky or samey in my descriptors. I'll try to get better at it as I keep making them. I want to know, what's your ideal summer playlist? Tell me in the comments. If this video does well, I also might make a part 2. If you haven't seen it, my last video was a review of Idol's We Are. I'm really proud of that video script-wise since I did something a little different. However, he was coming for my ass, so the visuals aren't the best, but I still hope you can enjoy it nonetheless. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. Tell me in the comments down below which of these songs is your favorite. And remember that I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye!